kicking it off as far as our guests are concerned is a guy that amazingly I've never had on the show before, but very much looking forward to speaking to him. I've seen his band live a number of times, including most recently at Boardwalk Rock in Maryland. They have a brand new album out right now called Kiss the Machine. Joining me live is Wes Scantlin of Puddle of Mud. Wes, how you doing, man?
We are chilling under a tree in the shade.
Are you, Wes, we were supposed to get together in person a couple weeks ago, but we both had some travel drama. I was in Vegas at the time where I have a home as well. I'm in the East Coast right now. But are you in Vegas? Are you living in Vegas now?
I live in Vegas. I live in Los Angeles. And I live in West Palm Beach. And I live in Harbor City right now. I don't know.
So where are you under a tree right now, though? Are you in Vegas now? Because it's like 110, right?
Right now I'm in Harbor City, Los Angeles, California.
Oh, okay. So it's probably not too brutal as far as heat is concerned. Well, it's good to talk to you, man. Congrats on the new record. It's been out for about a month or so, I believe. How's it going? How's the response been?
According to my manager, Barbara Papa George, everything's going really, really good, and it's being received, very nice, man. And we spent a lot of time in the studio and knocked it out, and just kick out the jams, man.
Well, yeah, and the thing with this record is there's a lot of diversity in the record. Was that something that you intended to do, like kind of like shake it up a little bit from what Puddle of Mud is known for? I mean, there's certainly that in the record as well, but you definitely jumped around and did some different things on some of the tracks. Was that an intentional thing?
Yeah, it was. I was just, I started like 11 o'clock at the PM. And then however long it takes me to go. And then I fiddle around with, acoustic stuff. And, I've been listening to Alice in Chains and a bunch of other, Pearl Jam and everybody else. So I kind of follow their lead and tons of different artists. And then I you know what? It's time for a rocker, So I'll just sit there and, I listen to other artists and stuff like the Stones and sheesh, man, and everybody, man, like Rage, and I just I don't know, man. I just kind of like follow along and catch a vibe, and that's basically how I do it. And get aggressive and get a little sappy sometimes, and a little emotional, and just try to reach people and. Make everybody feel better.
Is you love classic rock too, I know, because I guess it was about 10, 15 years ago, I think, you did a album of cover tunes, if I'm not mistaken, right? Where you covered like a lot of Bad Company and Zeppelin. And I remember I'm a huge Billy Squier fan. I think you even did Everybody Wants You. So that really showed some of your roots as well, which was really cool.
They're all mega faves of mine, and Billy Squier was a hard cat to follow, and what was the one Eddie Money? I couldn't get that. That was the one I couldn't do, was Eddie Money. But Mick Jagger, surprisingly, was very, very easy to follow, and I appreciate that. He doesn't sing like mega, mega, mega high.
When you mean for you to cover, for your vocal range, is that what you mean?
Yeah, vocally, Mick Jagger was very, very nice and easy to just follow along and feel comfortable. And I'd say that, Billy Squier was pretty hard to follow, man. And there's a lot of lyrics in that song, man. Everybody Wants You. There's a lot of lyrics, man.
Yeah, I don't think he gets enough credit as a songwriter.
2 or 3 months. It took me 2 or 3 months to actually be able to memorize all the lyrics in that song. Seriously.
I want to go back to your writing and your songs and this album, Kiss the Machine. You just said a minute ago you started at about 11 at night Are you a really nocturnal guy? I mean, do you work are you like type of guy that likes working overnights and does a lot of songwriting in the middle of the night, wakes up with songs in their head? Is that kind of the schedule you always keep?
That's absolutely completely correct. Yeah, I wait for everyone, and I mean everybody, to go to sleep and go to bed and just stay out of my way so I could do my thing. And, I've had a bunch of nagging girlfriends in my life just coming downstairs like, when are you coming to bed, Emma? Like, what is going on? And it's like, I'm working. It's like, this is what I do. You work in the morning, I work at night. So it's actually funny because I've had to go through so many different females that they all do the same exact thing. And it's just like, oh, here we go again. It's like, oh God. So
is that what you wrote? Is that what you wrote? She hates me about?
Yeah, man, for real. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. When are you coming to bed? It's like I'm working right now. I'm writing, It's like, why? It's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you're a creative person, it's like whenever it works for you in terms of being in the right headspace. I would imagine as a songwriter, which you've been for so long, for you to write songs, it's got to be when the vibe is right and the time is right. And look, I've worked in radio my whole life, so I've worked shift work and I'm super nocturnal myself. Not to that degree, but my favorite time of the day is 11 o'clock at night when things are shutting down. You're not getting texted constantly. You can kind of get into a zone doing something else. So I can totally understand that. But people who have regular schedules, they can't understand it. They think you're doing something wrong or bad, or you're not being productive.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's actually comical. It's like I said, this is what I do. I've waited for you to go to bed. I've waited for everybody to go to sleep, and now you're all asleep. And then you wake up, and then you come down, and you're bitching at me for doing what I do. It's like, just go back to bed. I'll be there whenever I get there.
My parents used to give me shit because when I lived at home as a kid, because I would do stuff at night, and I would always tell them, I go, look, I put in my 8-10 hours of work, sometimes 12. I just do it at a different part of the day than you do it. People can't understand that, man. But whatever it works for you it's got to get, it's as long as it gets done.
I don't think they will never understand either. They never will.
Yeah. Hey, tell me about the lead track from Kiss the Machine, Butamus. Great tune, and you did a video for it. I actually know a couple of the guys in the video. The drummer featured in the video, Jeff Tortora, is a Vegas guy. I know him. Was that shot in Vegas?
That was shot in Moab. Yeah, it was Mojave. It was a fireworks place. And my manager, Barbara, she works and lives in Vegas. She's sitting here right next to me right now. She's rad. She's Mrs. MTV. But we were driving back, and we saw this fireworks place, and I was like, because I'm a big fan of fireworks, and you can't shoot them off in Los Angeles. You can't shoot them off anywhere. In fact, I got a minivan full of them right now. And we bought, I think, what did we get, like $10,000 worth of fireworks? But there's a launch pad right behind there, and there ain't we shot them off for like 3 days, man. Shot the video, and we just shot them off. We shot them off like every day for like 3 days. It was just fun, and there were no cops, a bunch of truckers and stuff, and they were honking their trucker horns, and I'm surprised they didn't tell us to shut up. So we had a great time, and so we'll have to drive back out there and light the rest of these fireworks off in a safe manner.
Well, I think you're good to do it in Vegas because, I live in Vegas part-time, and I was just there. And before 4th of July, they put up stands selling fireworks on every corner. So if you want to bring them to Vegas, you could probably shoot them off in the desert all you want with no problem there.
Yeah, there's no problems in Vegas, man. Everything's cool in Vegas, man.
There's nothing to burn. There's no,
Yeah.
it's all desert.
I know, you can't even light
So you're
nothing.
good.
Yeah, we were just, my bass player, Michael Anthony, was like, he was just throwing old, like, fireworks on top of the fires. From the fireworks, we were like, they were just creating, like, little tiny fires that I think were in the video. He was just throwing old stuff that didn't even go off into the fire, and it was just shooting off everywhere. Nobody got hurt, but it was funny because he didn't give a crap. He just started throwing, like, there's a bunch of fireworks. They don't like, I guess they don't, like, you know, they ignite. So he just grabbed stuff and just started throwing it in there, and it was just going every which way but loose. But, like, it was pretty fun. And we used to have bottle rocket wars in Kansas City and in the woods and stuff, and we had bottle rocket, like little tubes and stuff, and we'd throw M80s at each other, and you know, we had a great time growing up, man.
And bottle rockets are one thing. M80s are no joke, Wes. I saw my uncle had his thumb taken off with an M80. You threw M80s at each other?
Yeah. Well, we were kind of far away from each other, but yeah, man, I've had a few M80s and tear gas and you know, pepper spray and stuff happen in my life, and you know, it's not fun, especially the tear gas. But you know, what are you gonna do?
Wait, there's a few things that I got to ask you about. First of all, Michael, you just mentioned your bass player. Your bass player's name is Michael Anthony?
Michael Anthony Jawalski.
Okay,
he's
obviously,
he's Italian.
I'm thinking of Michael. You have a bass player named Mike, same guy as Van Halen, right?
Yeah, and then we got Miles Schoen, who's Neil Schoen's son, as the guitar player in the band now. So,
Neil Schoen of Journey's kid is your guitar player.
Yeah, Miles Schoen is my guitar player, and he is awesome, by the way.
I heard Neil had a son that was a really good player. I didn't realize he was playing with you.
Yeah, that's my guitar player, man. He's totally cool, and he can rip, man. I mean, he's got feel. He's got all the moves. It's like having Eddie Van Halen like standing right next to you, but it's Neil Schoen's son, Miles Schoen. So I'm like, okay. And then, you know, Michael Anthony, it's kind of funny because that's why I even got in this business, was because of Van Halen anyway. So, right. And now my bass player's name is Michael Anthony. So that's absolutely incredible.
Funny, man. That is very funny. So you've got the record out now. And the other thing I got to ask you about is the video. There was a video a couple months ago where you went into a Jiffy Lube and you played Butamus for the. I got to get the backstory on this. Did you asked for the guy to come out and play the song? Did you know this guy? Yeah. This is a friend of yours, or did you just kind of blindside him? How did that all go down?
No, it was me and my manager, and we pulled into the Jiffy Lube, and we were just shooting videos. And what was that dude? Samson. Yeah, Samson. And I don't know the lady's name, but there was another guy. He looked like he was in ZZ Top. We just pulled in, and we were just like throwing it at people to see what their reaction was. But yeah, Samson was just like rocking along, and you know, and yeah, we got the car all lubed up and stuff. So Jiffy Lube rocks, Samson rocks, they all rock. And the next stop is going to be Napa Auto Parts. We're looking right at it right now.
But did you know these people beforehand, or you just did that you got your car oiled up and you just did that out of nowhere? You didn't know the person before, right?
We didn't know anybody.
I mean, why do you think that video connected so much with people? There's something about it. It's like you're totally into it. They're coming out. They're looking at it. They're calling other people. Then they realize who you are. You're showing them. I think it sounded like you played them a little bit of Blurry on the phone. You're like, look, that's me. I mean, I don't know what about. It's so much fun to watch. I think it's just like the whole connectivity of it, and these people kind of rocking to the tune. It was just so cool.
Yeah, well, you know, the greatest thing about it is you guys and a bunch of other awesome people have been rocking all of our songs for a long time. So once they hear, sometimes you can't put a face to a song, But once you start playing the song, people go, "Oh my, what?" And they just get this happy look on their face, and they're like, "Wow, that's so cool." It's like, "You're the dude, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the dude." And it just makes them happy, and they, we take pictures and have a good time.
Hey, Wes, you talked about the band lineup that you have now. Is it fair to say, I mean, is Puddle of Mud really a band in name? And I don't mean that in any disrespect to the guys in your band, but is it really a band in name only? I mean, it's really your thing. Is it a more or less a revolving door in terms of who's going to work with you in terms of the supporting band at this point?
Yeah, right now everything's solid, and I pray to God that no one leaves. No one leaves me again. Please.
So you're
God
happy
above.
with what you have going right now?
Yeah, please, dear God above, do not let any of these people leave. It's hard to make it. The transitions are a pain in the butt.
Well, why do you think there has been so much turnover? Why do you think that it's been like that? It sounds like you would have preferred a more stable situation with the lineup.
Well, I got signed by Fred from Limp Bizkit, and they just were like, "Here, we just want you to come. We just want you to come." But the band was already dissolved at that point, and I was at the breaking point where I was just going to stop doing music anyway. And lo and behold, Fred, man, he came to the rescue, and but he was just like, "Yeah, we just want you to come." So we had to piece the band and get it started. We had to do a lot of tryouts and stuff, and people come and people go, and there's nothing you can do. I mean, people, have their lives, and they have different jobs and stuff, and it's a weird situation to be in a rock band or any type of band or any type of artistic situation. But all I know is they said, here's a guitar, here's a hotel room, and keep writing. And unfortunately, some people have different situations in their lives and stuff, and I can't control that stuff. So I had to make different moves and stuff, and hopefully these guys won't hopefully they won't take off on me like a lot of other people have. So we can keep this one intact for now and hopefully forever.
I think for the most part, people remember that, as you mentioned, Fred Durst did sign you back in the day. I think it was in around 2000, 2001. Did he just randomly discover you? I mean, as you mentioned, you came out of Kansas City, and the band had been together, if I'm not mistaken, for a few years prior to the first album coming out. What was it like trying to get a band going in Kansas City, and how did Fred find you there and bring you to L.A.?
It was kind of a magical deal, man. It was pretty much over. Everybody had already split up and everything, and I was still writing and just trying to just record on like a 8-track, man, in somebody's basement. And my buddy, he had come over to my house. I was moving to New Orleans, and Family Values, was Biscuit, Corn, Ice Cube, and Filter, and I think that was the lineup. Great show, by the way, at Kemper Arena. And my buddy made fake backstage passes, and he gave me one. And I had a demo tape sent to me from Leisha Nunez, who's like a monstrously big, huge Puddle of Mud fan for a long time, since '92. And she came to all of our concerts and stuff locally and regionally. But she had sent 2 demo tapes to me. And my boy Dave came over to get me, and he said, "Hey, let's go to this concert." And I was like, "Okay." So I grabbed the tape, had about 30 songs on it, and I went backstage with the fake backstage pass, and I gave the tape to Richie Surency, who was at that time Fred Durst's security guard. So I just handed it to him, and I said, "Have fun throwing it away." And then me and my girl, she's a feature entertainer. I used to drive her all over the country, and she'd do her little shows. And we got to Mobile, Alabama, and I had like a little tiny pager. And all of a sudden I looked up, and I woke up in the morning, and I called my boy Dave back, and he said, "You're never going to believe this, but Fred called, and you got to go to New Orleans Airport right now and fly to L.A. So that's how that happened, and then, the rest is history, and, that's basically it, man. It's been a hell of a ride, man.
Are you still in touch with Fred? Are you guys cool?
Yeah, we're totally cool, man. I love that dude. I wouldn't even be talking to you right now, Eddie, if it wasn't for, if it wasn't for Fred.
Yeah, and he started up again with music a few years ago. I'm in touch with him from time to time. I know he started up, and the band was kind of on the down low for a while, but he started up, and he's been out there. I think he did some stuff with opening from Metallica recently. So they went away for a while, and it served them well because when they came back, they ended up playing some huge shows. Still are, I think. Yeah,
big. Yeah, man, I saw some of those, man. They're great. He had recently. Last time I spoke to him, he was on Baby Patrol because he had a new son. He's got two sons now, I think, and he goes on. He has to do Baby Patrol, but we've been doing this stuff for so long, and it's nice to take a little break, and breathe for a minute, So, and then you get bored, and then you and then you want to go kick it again. So, I don't know. That's kind of basically how it goes, man.
You in the press stuff that Barbara sent me about the record and the press release, you had said with this new album, Kiss the Machine, one of the goals in you making it and writing it was that you hoped that the music would help people through a tough time. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Did we lose him? Wes, you there? I don't know if he dropped or we may have lost him for a second.
That's weird because
sure what happened.
He still looks connected, but I'm not here.
Yeah. He sounded like he was like on a speaker in a car. I don't know if the car disconnected. Let's, I just dropped him so he knows he's not on anymore. Let's see if he calls back. I was going to wrap with him soon anyway, but, and now. Wes, you there?
Yeah, buddy.
We lost you there for a second. I was just saying, you had said I read in the press stuff, you had said that, you hope the music and you hope this album helps people through a tough time. You yourself have been through no shortage of tough times. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, on what your goal was in making this and what you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, it helps me, and I like a lot of my music has helped people through a lot of times in their lives, and it's pretty cool to see that. I mean, I've had grown men cry right in front of me and thank me for the music that I've written and how much, and grown women and just little kids and all kinds of different, people. Just it really does help people through hard times and stuff, man, and it really cheers them up. And I'm just trying to connect and cheer people up and get them through a rough time, including myself, man.
Yeah, well, that was kind of my point. I mean, it's no secret you've been through a lot of tough times. You mentioned it earlier. You've been pepper sprayed. You've gone through some crazy shit, been arrested a bunch of times. I mean, do you feel like much of that stuff is behind you at this point? Do you feel like you put a lot of that craziness behind you?
Yeah, main goal, just stay out of trouble. And I really seriously don't really do that much wrong things. I really just don't. But I'm like a big fish in a little pond, and I'm like a little. I call myself a Christmas dinner trophy for for the popo. The popo just. I want to know how many times they've explained that they arrested me at their Christmas dinner, at Christmas Day. I'm telling you, man, I'm just a big huge trophy.
So do you feel a lot of it has been misrepresented, or that a lot of it's been wrong? What's happened to you over the years, and how all these run-ins that you've had?
I mean, I've made some mistakes, but I could at certain points I could breathe in the wrong direction and get cuffed and slammed in a dungeon. Shoot, man, it's weird. Like my whole thing, my whole motto is turn around and run for your life as fast as you possibly can, man.
You dropped out a second. You said your whole motto was what?
Turn around and run for your life as fast as you can.
Well, you don't want to do that from the cops because you'll end up getting arrested again.
No, I know. I'm talking about maybe like girlfriend or something. If they hit like the psycho wall, as I call it, yeah. Turn around and run.
So you mean bad situations, so they don't result in you getting in bad situations. I understand what you're saying.
No, somebody's got to go down, and they usually pick me because I'm the trophy. But my motto is turn around and run as fast as you can, and just run.
Last thing, Wes, on this, and I'll let you go on this. Of all the crazy shit that's gone on with and around you, what was the craziest? What was the worst? What was the hardest to rebound from?
All I know is I don't like being thrown in dungeons, which the last one was called the dungeon, for absolutely nothing. So my advice is to turn around and stay out of trouble and just run for your life and, do whatever you got to do to just bounce.
Well, it sounds like you're on the right path, and that would be good advice for you, man. And I truly hope that that's the case with you and that you don't have to have these issues anymore. But I appreciate you coming on and giving us some time today, and congratulations on the album. Again, the record is called Kiss the Machine. It's out now. The single and video for Bunimus is out now. You got to watch that Jiffy Lube video. It's about 2.5 minutes. It's hysterical. And are there more videos coming? Do we have more stuff coming from this record?
Yeah, we're going to do some probably today, actually. Me and my manager, we'll shoot some more stuff and have some fun today. And, we'll go pick up the dog. We just dropped her off at the cash-only groomer pet store. So that's, we did a double duty here.
What happens in the cash-only one versus the what happens in the cash-only one versus the credit card one? They hope they still do a good job.
They gave us a $5 discount, man. So because the card machine didn't work.
Oh, that's all right.
And she barely spoke English.
All right.
But all I had to do was hand the dog to her.
All right.
And and then I got to take her to get a cataract eye surgery right here at about 2:00. So she's gonna get cataract eye surgery. So she's 16 years old, man.
Oh wow. Well, I hope that goes all right. Are there going to be any more videos, music videos? $5,000 a night. It's not cheap having pets, man. I've been there.
Yeah.
What's the next music video?
The next music video, I think we're going to do 2. We're going to do one for Baby You the Best, and then Maniac, we're going to do that too. It's going to be full band performance, and it'll be fun. I got a bunch of fireworks in the back. And we'll go back out to Moabi, and we'll just light fireworks off in every video. Who cares?
You might as well use them for something, but don't leave them in the trunk if you drive over to Vegas, man. It's 110. I don't want to see your car blow up.
Thank you for the advice, man. Seriously. They're in the back of the car right now. A lot of them.
Or maybe that's the music video. As long as you guys are out of the car, just, shoot them off in the car. You just shoot the car blowing up. That's the next video.
You want to blow the car up, Barb? No? Okay, Barb says no, we're not going to blow the car up. But I'll blow it up. Screw it.
It's not in the budget this time around, she says.
Hey, it's buy one, get one free, dude.
For what?
For the fireworks. Buy one, get 2 free.
Oh, you're going to sell them?
No, at the store.
Oh, because it's past 4th of July.
Like the desert, man. Buy one, get 2 free. Buy one, get 1 free. Like, I just go in there and just start, what do we have, 2 carts full. I've had 4 big loads. We could barely leave and shut the door.
Well, be careful, man. We don't need you blowing shit. You know, you can have fun with it, but like you said, be careful. Don't kill yourself
Now,
there.
you want to be the blow
people,
up,
and
man.
you've got some tour. Well, yeah, but you got to be out of it. You know, it's for the tour. You know, you can bill it to the label. It'd be part of the budget.
Okay, we'll call Mark. We'll see what he thinks.
You got concert dates as well. You're in Magic Springs coming up on July 19th, which is this weekend. You got some dates in August here. People can see all the concert dates at puddleofmud.com. Of course, mud is spelled with 2 Ds. You got more shows, I'm assuming, coming as well. You're going to be out there for a bit?
Yeah, we'll be out here forever, man, for real.
All right. People can find all the shows at, again, puddleofmud.com. Hey, good talking to you, man. Be careful with those fireworks, and I'll try to connect with you next time I'm in Vegas. I'm out there a lot. We'll hopefully be able to hang.
All right, Trunk Nation in a half, baby.
Thank you, Wes. Be safe, man. Bye-bye. There goes Wes Scantlin. I never talked to that guy before in an interview, and he's an interesting guy. And yeah, he has been through it, man. He has been through it. He is a survivor for sure. He has had his run-ins and his issues and his arrests and been, as he mentioned, tear gassed and every other thing that you could imagine. In dungeons, thrown in a dungeon, which I guess is an intense jail. You know, the stories are out there. We all know it, but it shouldn't overshadow the fact. And look, honestly, I'm being truthful. I hope that stuff is behind him. And none of us are getting any younger. It's hard to keep bouncing back from that stuff. So it's good that he, you know, feels like he's turned a corner, and hopefully that's the case and he stays that way. And made a real good record here. So hopefully he can keep getting out there and working it, and he doesn't blow himself up with those fireworks. Sounds like that's the most immediate concern. He's driving around with a trunk full of fireworks. If he was in Vegas,